welcome back to my channel. I am Ashley if you are new. And if you are new, please go ahead and stop what you're doing. Do me a quick favor, hit that subscribe button as well as that notifications bell so that you and I can become acquainted and so we can do things like this on the regular. So y'all, it is time. It is that time of the year again. I can actually hear the little Mariah Carey like jingle, the "it's time." That little jingle. I hear it on TikTok all the time, but of course my octaves don't get nearly as high as the Queen Mariah. But anyway, what is it time? What time is it? What time are you referencing? Of course, you saw by the title of the video, the Sephora savings event is approaching very soon. It starts actually on November the 1st for the VIB Rouge girlies. So of course those are the top tier, those are the elite girlies. So starting on November the 1st, they're the first tier that can shop. So, and I'll be looking over here at my phone, of course, but from November 1st through the 11th, the VIB Rouges are going to get 20% off anything in the store. So anything that Sephora sells, of course, I know that y'all are not new to this, but let's just go over the general logistics, if you will. So, of course, on November 11th, that first tier, they can shop pretty much the entire event, the VIB Rouge, the top tier girlies, they get 20% off anything in the store. Now, they are going to also continue to do the 30% off of the entire Sephora collection as well. So anybody can shop the Sephora collection, even if you're a VIB Rouge, VIB, or the Beauty Insider. You can also shop anything from Sephora collection, so that is Sephora branded things, or branded items, that is. So from that collection, you can start on November the 1st, no matter what tier you are. So you can buy anything from the Sephora collection. It's going to be 30% off, girls. 30% off. And trust me when I say the Sephora collection has some really good gems. And of course, I'll get into my recommendations from the collection. But so again, let's just kind of start over. So starting November 1st, so that is next Friday, the VIB Rouge is going to get 20% off from the 1st through the 11th. And anybody can shop the Sephora collection items from the 1st through the 11th as well and get 30% off. Now the next tier is going to be my tier, which is going to be the VIB tier. Now the VIB tier is we get 15% off and we can start shopping on November the 5th. So yeah, unfortunately we do have to wait another 4 days to buy things that are not Sephora collection. But in that tier, that mid tier, you will get 15% off. Now, if you have any friends who are VIB Rouges, like myself, typically one of my friends will be nice and gracious enough to share a code with me. So I typically, even though I'm technically a VIB, I typically am able to shop with someone's, like I said, their good graces on the 1st, and I typically can use one of their codes, but it's just like a one-time code though, unfortunately, so you do have to kind of get everything when you can get it unless you just want to wait until your tier can go. So again, VIBs, the mid-tier, 15% off any item in Sephora starting on November the 5th, of course, through the 11th. And then the final tier, which is the Beauty Insider tier, that's pretty much anybody who shops at Sephora. You don't have to I think you do have to have a membership, but I don't think there's like a spending threshold for that tier, if I'm not mistaken. Correct me if I'm wrong, but they'll get 10% off any item in the store, and that is going to be also on November the 5th. So from November the 5th through the 11th, the Beauty Insiders will also get 10% off anything in the store. So with all that being said, what do I recommend? What do I recommend? What am I going to get myself personally? I typically use this time of the year. There are like, I think maybe 2 or 3 of these sales a year, but this is kind of the holiday one. So this is also an important one, if not the most important one, because during this particular season, of course, they have all the holiday sets, girl. All the gift sets, all the kind of deluxe sets where you can get like more bang for your buck. So to start off with recommendations, I certainly would recommend taking a look at any of the holiday collection gift sets because they have some really good gems. In particular, I am looking at, I like the Sunday Fridays. There's a trio lip, what do you call it? The lip butters there's a trio holiday lip butter bomb set by Summer Fridays. Of course, I'll have the pictures all inserted here for you guys on the side. But Summer Friday lip balms, I want to say typically retail for like $24 or $25, maybe even more. But you get 3 of these and they're all full sizes for $49. So it's almost like you get 2 or 3 for the price of 2. So I think that's a really good set, and I'm a big fan, especially of the pink one. So I'm thinking about getting that set. That's definitely on my list. And it says that it's actually a retail value of $72. So maybe they're a little bit smaller. I think they're full size though. So I definitely would recommend that, because that is going to be a good holiday set, especially if you are a Summer Fridays lip balm fan. Another recommendation I have from the holiday collection, or from the holiday sets, would be this, I think it's called Lattafa. Girl, we're still working on our French, okay? We're still working on all things French, but I think it's Lattafa. But anyway, L'Occitane, I've heard people pronounce it all kind of ways, but this is a really good set. The smell on this particular fragrance is like an almond, but it's like a richer almond. It puts you in the mind of like a Jergens lotion, like that scent, because it's like a cherry almond, but this one is a little bit like more of a honey almond, if you will. It's very sophisticated. I love this body oil. So in this set, you get shower oil. You also get the milk concentrate, which I haven't tried before, but I'm very interested in it. But more so that shower oil, that is like one of my top tier favorite like bath products or body care products. So this is a really good set. And then on the side, I think you get also another small like skin oil. So highly recommend this. When you feel so silky and you smell so damn luxurious with this scent after the shower. So definitely highly recommend that. In addition to that, the only other set that I saw that was appealing would be this Charlotte Tilbury setting spray set. Of course, all the girls know that the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray is the bee's knees, especially for me when it comes to like setting your foundation or setting like your concealer, particularly during like the fall winter, because I'm more of an girl. What are you gonna be able to get your words out today? I am more of an oily girl, so that isn't necessarily a product I use all year round, but definitely during fall winter. And so I definitely want to pick up this duo too. They are mini, but you do get 2 for $32, and typically that would be like, they say a value of $46. So I'm certainly considering that as well. They have some other really good like holiday sets. I like the perfume one. I've never gotten that one, but there's I believe there's like you got a sample of a lot of different perfumes, and then there's a certificate for a full-size perfume in the box. So I think that's a really good value. So I would probably recommend that as well, but definitely those 3 are kind of the ones that I already have. So of course, during this time of the year or during this sale, you also could kind of get some of the fragrances that you've had on your list. And me in particular, I'll tell you the 3 that I have in my cart. Y'all know that it's kind of difficult unless you're going to like, you know, some like third-party sites. It's kind of difficult to get fragrance at a good price. So I definitely would use this time to kind of, you know, get something that you've kind of been eyeing or you've been having on your wish list for quite some time. Now me, I would say the 3 like perfumes that I absolutely fell in love with this year that I'm considering, that I have in my cart to buy them in full size, would be number 1, the Kayali Vanilla Girl. I'm gonna have it over here. It's the name is so long. I think it's Vanilla Rock Sugar Candy Girl. Whatever it is, I love it. It was a sneak hit for me because I did not expect to fall in love with it the way that I did, but definitely considering to get a full size of this. In addition to that, my most recent love is pretty much all things by the Fleur Company. But more recently, Strawberry Letter, I did start off with a travel size. Their travel size is a nice size, but I am so in love with it, y'all. I'm like at half of it. I only got like half of it left. So I'm definitely considering getting Strawberry Letter in the full size. And then lastly, not technically a fragrance, but it's more so a body mist / hair mist, another Fleur hit, and it is none other than Vanilla Skin. Like, Vanilla Skin is everything, especially if you are a gourmand, like girly, but I think that this is a little bit more of a, again, sexier gourmand vanilla. So I definitely love this this body scent as well, or this body mist as well. So I don't need to, that's not in my cart because I still have, the bottle is so big with those, and they're also pretty affordable as well. So I don't need to get a backup just yet. but I would definitely recommend it if you're looking for something that will that will be great for the fall winter. And that's, like I said, if you're a vanilla gourmand girly, highly recommend. Some of my makeup or kind of base, or we'll just say makeup or beauty, this is all beauty girl, but some of my makeup recommendations, the first thing that I would recommend is definitely going to be, and I gotta shout out my girl Delana Brown Girl Lux, because when she said that this mascara was the bee's knees, she never lied. She never will recommend something that is not worth a recommendation. So she hit this one on the head, as she always does. But anyway, it is none other than the Tarte. This is the Tartelette XL Tubing Mascara. Y'all, when I tell you, and I'm a mascara girly because I don't wear lashes. Oh my God, I absolutely love this. When it comes down to lengthening your lashes, she's your girl. Now, if you want to get a little bit more volume, I typically will use like multiple mascaras because I'm a mascara junkie, but nothing in my collection can get my length to lengthen like this one here. So I definitely would recommend this one. In addition to that, from a makeup standpoint, I would also recommend, of course, the One Size by Patrick Starr, girl. So I would definitely recommend the One Size by Patrick Starr. They have a new jumbo size. This is, of course, the viral Until Dawn mattifying waterproof setting spray, girl. But they have a very 7.3 ounce size at this point. I think that's amazing, and it's $48. You know how long that would last you, and then of course you're going to get your 20, 15, or 10% off. Highly recommend that as well. And that pretty much concludes my makeup recommendations. Everything that I would typically wear from a makeup standpoint is pretty routine. I don't do a lot of foundations and stuff like that. I just pretty much stick to my NARS foundation. So I'm gonna re-up on my NARS foundation, and the one that I use is the Soft Matte Complete Foundation. I used to be a sheer glow girl, but that is more recently my love, so I definitely will be re-ing up on that as well. But that essentially concludes my makeup recommendations. And lastly, from the Sephora collection, because again, keep in mind that you are going to get 30% off, okay? No matter what tier you're in, and they have some amazing products. So I would definitely recommend some of their beauty tools, their beauty brushes, and the beauty brush, or the tool that I love to absolute death, is going to be the concealer brush. I use it every time I do my makeup. I absolutely love it, and I to like carve out my brows or that sort of thing. The concealer, or to really place concealer on your face anywhere that you want to use, but I use it for my brows. So I would definitely recommend that brush. It's a really amazing investment. And then lastly, of course, they have these square cotton pads. The reason why I'm recommending those is because they're soft. I like them. They're great quality. They're a really good price as well. But they are the largest cotton pads that I've been able to find on the market. Like, they're a little bit oversized, a little bit bigger than like your typical like square cotton pads. So I really like those. So I definitely have a couple of those in my cart because those are an absolute must for me as well. So especially to get them for like the regular price is $4.50 for the smaller bag, I think. So to get them for $4.50, 30% off of that, it's a must. So definitely recommend those as well. So yeah, so not a lot of recommendations for me. I would recommend the Fenty. There is a new Fenty Butter Drop, like her body cream. They have a holiday trio, and I love her holiday scents typically, especially, you know, the cinnamon one that all the girlies love. But the only reason why I can't recommend it is because I haven't smelled it. There's new scents in there, so there's not like a returning scent like the cinnamon one. So because I haven't smelled it, I can't recommend it. But I have seen a lot of like reviews on TikTok, and the girlies aren't loving it so much. So that's the only reason why. But typically, like I said, I would definitely recommend a Fenty Butter Drop if she was coming back out with the cinnamon one. But I'm super glad that I have a backup from last season. So still have my full, like a half of my jar from my first one, and I still have a full backup. So yeah, good job, Ash, because I'm obsessed with that. But yeah, so that essentially concludes my Sephora sale or Sephora savings sale recommendation. Editing Ashley. I'm already editing this video, and I've already noticed that I forgot to mention my 2 skincare recommendations because they're in my cart. I don't know how I missed this, but anyway, I recommend the Dr. Dennis Gross Peeling Pads. Absolutely amazing. this is the best time of the year because they are expensive. So if you don't want to spend the full like $88, whatever that is, you can get 5 treatments for $20 with the, of course, the discount. And when I tell you, I know 5 treatments don't sound like a lot. However, you will notice a difference in your skin after your first treatment, after your first peeling pass. So I would be remiss if I did not recommend that. I have been waiting for this time of the year or for another sale for me to get some more. So those are definitely in my cart, and I certainly miss them in my skincare routine. Second item, I would definitely recommend the Topicals Under Eye Brightening. What are they? The Topicals Under Eye Pads for brightening. Highly recommend those. I've only used them one time. Again, shout out to the girl, Brown Girl Lux, because she actually gave me one in my Galentine's bag. And ever since then, I have been wanting to buy them some more, and that's been all the way back in February. So I definitely will be picking up some more of these some of these eye patches or eye pads as well. So had to just come in with a little editing note and insert those. Those are my 2 skincare recommendations. I would love to hear if you have any of these items already in your cart, already on your list, and or what items are you recommend? What girl? Again, she is struggling with her speech today, but y'all understand what I'm saying. Or what items would you recommend for the sale? Or are you even shopping the sale, girl? Because at this point, if you're not shopping it, I don't blame you because everybody got a sale all the time, with the exception of Sephora, which is the reason why, you know, it's typically an exciting event. But yeah, so are you shopping? What are you buying? Are any of the items that I've recommended in your cart already? I would love to know. Please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And of course, I will see you guys and dolls in the next video.